Hello everyone and welcome back to another Retro Remake episode. This is a live stream. If you don't know what this is, it's a time for me each year to work on a project which is basically recreating a beloved game from our past and modernising it in Unreal Engine 4. This year we're tackling the Legend of Zelda games, the top-down versions of them at least. And it's been a bit of a tumultuous time. We've got some results, but I'm not happy exactly where we're at. So, watch me live, work through some kinks, work out some problems, come to some solutions, and this is fully live, so you get to see me bug fix, you get to see me come across problems, me restart things, and by the end of the year hopefully have something that we can show. It won't be complete, I guarantee, but at least have something that we can show and you guys can learn from, hopefully. So hello everyone in chat. I can see we've got a few people joining us live, but nonetheless we're going to get started. Okay, so let's jump straight in. So the thing I want to fix is something I worked on last time but I weren't happy with, and it's going to take too long. So what I want to redo is how leveling works, because I don't want to be able to see into other levels whilst the world is here. Okay, so whilst you're inside the map, sorry. So when you're inside this room, you should be able to see into other rooms, and you I want to be able to make it look a bit better, obviously, than these simple blockouts. So that's what we're going to work on today, is a new way of doing the dungeon levels. So I've pre-loaded in a pack that came free once with the Epic Store, and it's basically the multi-story dungeons pack. So it comes with loads of modular pieces. I'm going to use this rather than make my own because it's going to take too long to make my own. And you don't want to see me struggle through modelling. So we're going to create a new dungeon. I've got a new folder here set up ready to go. And we'll create a new level. And this will be Dungeon 1. And we can go into there. And the way I'm thinking of doing this now, rather than have these separate rooms out and things like that, is to have a oh, screen. Whoops. Whoop. There we go. That's better. You haven't missed anything. So I'll just create a new level. And what we're going to do is, rather than have all the rooms on one script on one map, we're going to have them, each room have their separate level, and you stream in the levels as you go into them, and then unload levels as you leave the room. So it's annoying because we have to redo a lot of the work we've done before, but this should give us a lot more cool functionality to do stuff with and make it more hopefully a bit more interesting and a bit better to hide stuff from the player. So this is going to act as our persistent level. So we want this to be persistent, and we're going to make a separate sub levels for this. So I'm going to go level, and I'm having my naming conventions be D1 for dungeon 1, underscore floor 0, F0, and then R1 for the room 1. And we'll go into there. Oh, cancel. And in here, I'm going to go and add existing, and should be able just to choose that. There we go. And now we've got that separate level in here and that persistent level. So for the persistent level, I'm going to put in a floor in. Do I want to put a floor in? No, I'll put it just in here. So we go D1 FO R1, and we'll just put in some stuff in here. So like I did last time I've done this, I'm working in unlit whilst I'm building my levels. Makes it a little bit easier. Floor, and we'll put a floor plane in. We'll put in there. There we go. And I'll put this one at 0, 0, 0. Okay, now let's just build out a map. Something square first of all, and then I want to put the player in it as a reference to see how big it is compared to the player. So let's go add the player into it. Okay, that's not a bad size actually. We'll keep it like that. So next we need to go and create our walls. So multi-story meshes. Now I think the walls that come with this are quite tall, if I remember rightly. So if I go add like just a flat wall. Whoa. Oh no, that's not too bad actually. We could use that. Yeah, we'll use that. Ideally, I think what we'll do is we'll make our own wall preset. So I'm going to, or should I? I think we will. Yeah, we'll have we'll make a blueprint for this. A dungeon kit. I'll just make a new one. Movement class, actor, wall. Hi, Arcade. Small question. On your passer tour about the maze game, you linked the assets for it. Am I allowed to use those assets for a game I published? Yes, you can. All the assets that are in there I made, so you're free to use them however you wish. In here we're going to have the wall. 64. There we go. I should have put that up here. Like that. There's another static mesh. And this would be wall. I want to use the trimmings. And do we have a trimming? Called trimming? bottom decor. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Then I want to put something on top here too. No problem, okay. We'll do floor. And we'll do floor. Detailed, what's detailed? Oh, okay. Floor 3. Floor. I want a floor plane. Oh. Floor plane 32. Bit large that, but that should be fine because it's our. There'll be our wall pieces at the edges, I think, so that's totally okay. Add no static mesh. Ooh. This will be our trimming for the top. So trim. No. Okay, let's find it in the folder. Railing. Upper decor, that's what I'm going to call it. Upper decor. There you go. And I'm just going to push that in there. Like that. Okay, so there's our wall piece. Compile and save that. So I can drag that out now. Dungeon kit. Wall. And let's hook that up to the floor here. And just move that along there. Move that there, and finally move that one there. So this will be like the entrance way, the first room the player enters in the dungeon. So we got this sort of setup. That needs to go back a bit more. There we go. Okay, that's cool. We're doing a persistent level. We're changing the way we are loading levels up. So rather than having them all on the same map, we're going to have each room as a separate sub-level that you load in and load out as you transition between rooms. That's the thinking. So we're changing the way how we do room transitions in this game. So I want an entrance and I want a couple of room entrances as well. So let's get rid of... actually, let's make a door thing as well. So blueprint class, actor, door, and let's build our door here. So for reference, I'm going to use the same meshes I used here to get a similar sort of shape. So static mesh. And here we'll have a wall plane. 64. So I'm going to use this as reference for sizing. That's all. I'll get rid of it afterwards. So now static mesh. And we'll make an arch. See, I can't see what's good and what's bad in there, so that's crap. Let's go back to here. And let's go to our meshes. Let's have a look what we've got here. Just want a like an arch type thing to go over the top. Yeah, see, that's too big. That might be alright. Something like that, maybe. It's still very wide, isn't it? So I'm thinking we're gonna have to find something else, or unless I got small pieces for the wall, we can try and do that. Yeah, that's too big. I mean, what would it look like if I stretched it out? Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, it's not that bad actually. We can get away with that. You could probably get away with that. Yeah, okay. Right, let's get rid of that. So this is the arch 2. Yeah, I'll double check to see if I've got any sidewall pieces I could use. Oh, I'm doing static mesh. And I don't want that. I want... although we could use this... Oh no, we can't, it's too tall. Arch 2 or arch... Oh, that's funky. I'll have that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we'll have that one. Yeah, that's good. Right, so get rid of the original. There's our door. Okay, compile, save that. Obviously, you've got to put code on it and stuff, but we'll come across that later. Dungeon kit. Yeah, okay. Do that. We're going to replace this one as well. And we'll place the front entrance as well with this. Okay. Now to flesh out the top part of this, because at the moment this will look a bit weird with just these parts in there. So we're going to go and in here add meshes. Got the base arch roof here. We'll just chuck that on. Although that's not great because that's too small. And I want it kind of rounded as well. If I can have options for that. Which I may not have. Which I don't. I mean, what could we do? Don't know. Well, let's get working with just this one first, and then we can work on making it look nicer. So we've got our character in here. We need to be able to possess this character. So we're going to change that to possession player 0. We've got our camera. We're going to drag that into our room here. Now we're not going to use the room manager for this, I think, we're going to do something a bit different. So let's just see how this works. So just make that a bit bigger. At the moment we're viewing this through unlit. I want to kind of keep the unlit look. So I'm going to show you how to do unlit with a post process. We're going to here, make a new material, change it from surface to post process, then do scene texture, and then from there you can choose what thing you want to plug into it. So I can use base color, which is just going to be the color of the texture. Plug that in. Now it won't look exactly like we have currently here, but it'll look pretty close. So if I go and add post process volume to this, I can add an asset, which could be this one, and then I'll make it infinite extent. So it looks like this. So you can, it's all lit, well, unlit. It's just showing the colors, and we can expose that further as well. If we want to multiply it by a different color, we can do. 1.2, for example, will make it brighter. But you do get some weird side effects where this just looks like he's just glowing. So work in progress. We need to work on this a bit better, but that'll do for now. I don't think there's any other ones we could use. Yeah, no, I don't think there is. No. Right, we'll leave it like that for now. We can come back to it later. Okay. So we want the game to possess that camera, the controller. So we're going to go into our... I can't remember if I made a custom controller. I did, yeah, sweet. So in here, we're going to get... no, we're just doing a level. Just doing a level. Blueprints. Oh, could we? I don't know. What would be the best way of doing this? I don't know. What would be the best way of doing the camera in here? As separate levels. Right. Probably. Let's keep just one camera for now. And just get it so it can transition to rooms. So that'll be the first thing I think to worry about. So on the controller here, I'm just going to on begin play, get actor of class, choose the camera, which is our room camera, and I'm going to set view target with blend, and that's going to be that camera there. And how we're looking here. Did it not? Okay. Play. Oh wait, it's because the level isn't loaded. We'll make this one loaded at the start at least anyway. But make current and change stream method to always loaded. There we go. So we've got our character running around. Okay. And in full aspect. Okay. Okay, let's make the camera zoom out a bit further. Okay. So we need to make it so that when we walk through these doors, it loads the next level next to it. So I'm going to make a duplicate of this level for now. All going wrong. Where is it? There it is. So dungeon 01 for F0, we're going to duplicate that. And we'll make it R2. And we'll just drag that onto here and edit. Then I take this whole lot here. I'm going to hide everything in here. And just keep all the stuff for D1 room 2. We're going to select the whole lot. Like that. And we're going just to move it across. You can see the other one now. Turn it on. And just move that over. There. Okay. And we get rid of the player obviously, because I want to do that. And I'm going to get rid of the camera for now. As I said, I want to try and do it with, first of all, just one camera, and then we work on multiple camera setups. Okay, so the idea is when he goes through this door, it's going to come out of this door in this room. So we need a transition bit in here. Now the transition bit is going to be a bit of a custom, a custom blueprint that we're going to keep on the persistent level. So we can go in here, and we'll go in dungeon kit, blueprint class. Actor, and we'll call this one transition. Hi Kyle. And here we're gonna have the floor. Keep doing that. Static mesh. And in here, put in our floor plane, and we need 2 of these. Whoops. Too many. Okay. I'm just going to leave this as it is for now. I'm not going to put on the ceiling yet. Just do this on its own. And on here, we're going to add a box collision. And this box collision, we're going to make it fill up the whole space. Ooh. And maybe a little bit over as well. So we go 600 here. Maybe 700. Yeah. And in the Y, we'll do 300. That brings us there. And on the Z, we'll do 300. Okay, and just position that one up there, like so. So the idea is when the player enters this, it's going to just move them directly through it. Okay, so we're going to take the scene component here, and we'll do entrance 1, or do entrance A. That'll be better. Entrance A, and that will put over here. Oh no, that won't work either. We'll go through there. Actually, what we'll do is we'll have 2 boxes. We have this box here and that box there. So this one, we'll change the size of this in the ZX here to 300, and we'll put that over here. I'll make that actually 100. Yeah, like that. And we'll have entrance A attached to it over here. So what it is when they go through this one, we want it to go to the other entrance. So actually we'll put that on this side, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll duplicate this whole box, so duplicate that. And we'll move that one over there. And we'll duplicate the entrance here. Attach to that box. And this one will be on this side. Okay. We'll call that one box A. And this one box B. Okay. So on box A, we're going to do an add event component begin overlap. And we're going to check if the other actor is equal to the player character. Get player character. And that into a branch. If that's the case, we're going to tell it to unpossess by getting the player controller first. Get player controller. Unpossess. Because what we're going to do is make it so it moves itself until the player can't do nothing. Actually, we just didn't disable movement input, couldn't we? We'll disable movement input. Get player character. Disable movement. No, it's something. Oh, controller. Sorry. Controller. Get player controller. Disable input. No. No, that's not right. Oh, we'll just disable movement. No, we want to disable movement because we want to make it move. Disable movement input. What's that? How's that on? It's only on. Oh, it's only on matinees. Oh, right, okay. So we'll do get player character. We'll disable input on this. Disable input. There we go. Hi, John. And then we'll do move component 2. And the component is going to be different for each one. So this is a box A, so we're going to go to entrance A. And I want to enable something on here to say, hey, we're transitioning. So when it goes through the other box, it doesn't ping pong back and forth. So we'll make a boolean on here. Is transitioning room. And we'll set that to true here. Plug that in. At start of here, we want to check if not only is it a player character, but we also want to check if is transitioning room is full. So get that, not true, and we want to do an and boolean. Plug that in, and then on move 2, when it's don't move that component. We're going to move the player component, don't we? Crap. Get player character. You can't plug your player character straight into here. You need to get their root component. So get root component. And you're going to move that component. The location is going to be entrance A. There we go. Get location. And get world location. Now this is relative. So you have to get the world location of this and transform it. So transform location. I think you want to do inverse. Yep, inverse. Get actor transform. And that'll be the location you want to send them to. And that'll do, I think. When it's completed, we're going to take its transitioning room, set that to false, get player character, and tell him to enable input. Okay, you have to do exactly the same now for the other box. So right click, add event, begin overlap. And this is going to be pretty much the same, so I'm just going to copy most of it. Okay, it's transitioning. Disable input, entrance A, you want to change that to entrance, this one. Okay, and I think that's it. So let's see if this works. Probably doesn't. Never normally does first time. We'll put that here. Okay, so let's try that out. Hold on, let's test it out with actually loading up all the rooms. We can change the rooms to be not always loaded later. Play. Oh. So that went wrong. Move component to. Oh, it's relative to it. This I want to get that to transform from the player character. In that case, I just drag that into there, and then drag this into there. No. Damn. Also time wise we want to change that to 2 or whatever. Why wouldn't that work? Get player character, get transform, target relative location, so that is there, that relative to this. Transform position from world space to local space. Yeah. Trying to think where it should be sending it. Yes, it's just there. Just where are you going? Alternatively, I could make it use AI, the AI control intent to move it to that location. In theory. John, how do you pick a game to remake? It was voted for by viewers at the end of the last one in December, so they voted for this. I don't get why this wouldn't work. Let me print string this number. Or not print string at all. Oh wait, I did the wrong one, didn't I? Let's print string this one. Why is it going away over there? Okay. Maybe use AI. Let's try doing it with AI controller. Right, so I'm going to move this one down. I'm going to just focus on just one. And I'm going to disconnect this bit here because we want to turn this on later. And we're going to get rid of this and this. And this and this. And this. Okay, so when we disable the input on the player character, we can tell it to not do that. I want to take the character and unpossess it. Unpossess. There we go. The current controller will unpossess this, whatever it's possessing, and then I want to tell it to get player character, and then from there spawn controller, default controller. Now spawn its AI controller and possess it. So then I can send it a AI move to command. AI move to. And the destination is going to be the world location of that thing there. The pawn is going to be the player character. And on success, we're going to basically do this stuff. So on success, do this. We don't want to enable input, we just want to possess it. So we can get rid of that. We just do possess. And the target would be the player character, and the controller would be the pawn. No, sorry, whoops. Oh, wait. Controller is the target, and the pawn is the character. There we go. Okay. Right, so we're going to do that way round. I'm just going to disconnect this one for now. So this one should be the only one that works. So for this, you need to have a nav mesh. So I'm going to go to my persistent level, and we're going to add a nav mesh to it. Or could we do it with no, that's fine. If I hit P, weird, why is it not showing? Okay, so this is it's blocking the space to go in between. I know for some reason you can't see it. Maybe the post process is breaking it a bit. If I clear that, yeah, it breaks it. There you go. So I need to connect these up. So if I change that back to this, I need to connect them up. So I need to go. I've got two things I can do. I can either make my doorway not block anything, nav mesh wise, which might be the best way of doing it. It will look janky because it could clip through it. Alternatively, we can go into the product settings, go to the nav mesh, and here you got agent radius. I think it's that one we changed. Let me just open it up on the other screen. So can tweak the number. Agent radius, turn that down. Hold on. Nah, balls. Ah, don't tell me I've lost everything. I wonder how much it's lost. John, you could make vector points on each end in VP and move character between them, maybe. Yeah, you could do, but that's what we're doing now with the AI move too. If you want to move the character automatically, you have to use that method. So dungeon 1 levels. Let's see. Damage. Let's make them always loaded. And always loaded for now. Okay, I think it's just the nav mesh that's broken, maybe. Yeah, okay, so it didn't lose a lot, that's fine. So nav mesh. And just make sure I haven't got one already in here. No, don't. Okay. So I may make it so it doesn't get obstructed by the door if it's going to crash on me like that. Why is it doing this as well? That's weird. Like, why is it breaking that much? Is it because they're tiled? How strange. Well, that's an issue. What's causing that? Oh, I just didn't stretch it enough. It was too thin. Oh no, it's now bridged it. Okay, so we should be able to go through that gap then. Okay, so let's save it and play that. Oh, something did break. Oh, I didn't. I want to be in this room. It's the post process, I reckon. Yeah. Did not save the. Oh, okay, that's what I lost. Okay. Scene texture. Change that to base color. No, emissive. Change that to post process. And then we go to here and drop that on. Okay, so it should, yeah, okay. So I push play now. Yep, there you go. Oh, I have no idea if it get player character transition. Okay, I want to store then the pawn, don't I? Okay. Right, so before I unpossess it, I'm going to take the player character and store it as a reference to the character that's transitioning here. So promote that to a variable, and that'll be player car. Plug that in, and then I can use player car here. Spawn default controller, and put that in there like that. I just realised the camera will break as well, but the camera won't know who we're following. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, no, camera breaks. Was that new error or old error? Old error. Okay, so the camera, I need to change that because looking at the player character, which obviously you unpossess, so it doesn't matter anymore. So on begin play, we're going to get the player character and just promote that to a variable. Ooh, there we go. We're all well, thank you. Well, I am at least. Player car. And then I'm going to replace this with the player car reference. Okay, compile, save that. Play. Let me turn this tick off. It should just stay with this character then. Oh, he hasn't moved. Transition. Oh, I didn't plug in the pawn. Okay. There he goes. He's moved over to the other room. But the camera for some reason doesn't want to follow him. I'm just going to make the camera here just always follow the player for now. He should be moving. Event tick. I'll just put that in there. There you go. There we go. Why? Why? Print string that. See if that's coming through okay. Why would the camera detach? And the camera moves as well, because like you can see this happening. It goes across like that and it moves. And then it reattaches to the when we possess the thing. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. What the original plan was make it with the blueprint level streaming. So once we stream into level, we want to transition to a different camera anyway. So that's what we're going to do here. We'll just do that. Let's put these all back on as they were. And it should fix that because, well, I'd hope anyway. Right, put that there, put that there. Yeah, but the camera's set to just follow that actor wherever it goes. And it is, you can see the value changing as it moves. It just, for some reason, stops viewing from it. And I've told it not to do that, so... I have no idea. But nonetheless, we'll get it working, because this is what we want to do anyway. So, this transition needs to transition between one room and load up the next room. So, what'll be the best way of doing this? So the camera now should be fixed in place. Yep. So I go through this door. I want it to fade to black and then load up the next level. So let's put a camera in this room as well then. So load up room 2. Double click on that. And I'm just going to copy this camera actually. And yes, okay. There you go. Yeah, it's part of that world. That's good. Okay. So this transition needs to know what rooms needs to load up and unload. So how are we going to do that? The transition needs to know 2 rooms, so we need to make let's put some things in here to help us. Let's put some text renders in here. And we'll make it say room A. And we'll make that just like that, because that is box A, entrance A over there. And then we're going to duplicate that. I'm going to attach that to box A. I'm going to duplicate this and attach that to box B. Move that. Ooh, move that over to here. That'd be room B. Compile, save that. So we should see, yeah, room A, room B happening there. So on the transition, then we need to add those 2 variables. So room A, and that'll be a level, and we'll do. Is it a level or is it called a map? Oh, it might be just a level name actually. Cannot remember what it is. No, it'd be a name. Okay. So we'll do name, and we'll duplicate that. That'd be room B. Both of these will be editable. Tick tick. And on the event, not event graph, we'll go to here. We'll click on here, and we can put in the values for room A, room B. But we have to compile it first. There we go. Right, so room A, room B. So room A is this one over here. And so roommate is D1FOR2. So D1F0R2. Room B then is D1 underscore F0 underscore R1. Okay. Then in here I want it to load levels and things, so open level, no, stream level. Well, no, actually we could just do a level streaming volume, can we? We don't have to do this fancy stuff. I think it's been a while since I've done level streaming. Okay, let's put it in there. Let's try it like this. Okay, and you go onto here, don't you? So this is room 1. Select streaming volumes. Oh, it's frozen. Is it crashed again? Ah, if it's crashed again, I might just lose the wheel. Oh, we're back. I don't know what happened when I clicked that. Did it do anything? Hold up. That transition should be part of this assistant world. Move, set that to level. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's turn off the move to stuff on the transition for now. Oh, this project is doing me nothing. Right, there we go. Obviously, the camera won't move. I have to tell the camera to move. Hold on. I think I'm doing this so I can label. Why does it take so long to load up? Yeah. Okay, so it didn't work when I connected on it. Okay. D1 for O2 streaming volumes. There we go. I've only got one, so just let that. Not in a position level. Oh, whoops. Level stream volume. Move. We could make the camera follow the character the whole time. The only reason why not to is because that's not how the Zelda games do it. Normally, that when you go into a room, it then fades out and cuts to another one. But we will get to that in a moment. Did that work? Let's have a look. Yeah. Do that. This one will also we'll do change the method to blueprint, and we'll go into this one. Initially loaded, streaming volumes. Choose this one. Initially visible. Yep. And so it should be loaded at start. No. I'll just make it always loaded for now. Just see if the other one loads up. Play. Oh, my camera video froze. Oh, hang on, let me restart it. It's been doing this lately, don't know why. That should be okay now. What's going on here? Oh my god. Oh. Twice now. How far behind are we now? Okay. Not much progress tonight. That's annoying. I don't know how far, what parts didn't get done. Okay, so this wasn't set up. Okay, so that wasn't saved, okay. Okay, close that. Okay, but this one I'm gonna make from blueprint. Right, save all. Why is that not? Has it crashed again? I've done nothing. I just pushed play. Oh. Why is it crashing? It's just that it's always loaded. What if I don't set a level streaming volume for the first room at all? It may be. I think maybe it's because the players in the room. That may be why. I think I might have to make obviously make the player persistent. I can't remember if I moved it or not. Oh dear me. Okay, back here again. Alright. Player, I think, just make sure they're in a persistent level. Like that. And just double check, I'm just going to go on here, I'm going to remove this thing. Okay, right. File, save all. So we'll make the camera as well. This one in a persistent level 2. Just in case it gets a bit weird about that. Play. It's going to crash again. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Is the post-process volume in the wrong place as well? Has it crashed again? If it's crashed again, we're going to call it. We'll call it a night. That's enough bad luck. Oh, no. There we go. Post-process. Yeah, let's move that. Has that actually got anything in it? Oh no, it doesn't. That might be why. No, it keeps doing that. It keeps deleting that material. You know what? Rather than do that, I'm just going to put in a light. Light. Directional light. Skylight as well. And I want that to be in here, obviously. That's already in there. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's not loading that one up. Just make sure that that is set to this. Yeah, that should be it. Double check the documentation, but I'm pretty certain that's all you have to do. Oh yeah, I have to click on the yeah. Little stream volume, and we'll do streaming usage to no, it should still. Oh, it's because the camera's not in there. That's why. It's the camera that controls it. Okay, so we need to make this extra large in the Z. That'll do. A bit too much, but whatevs. I don't think it's going to be enough because we're at an angle as well, aren't we? Shoot. We're going to have to manually do it by blueprint. And I figured that was going to be the case anyway. Are you going to play? Thank you. Yeah, there you go. The camera, yeah, just because the camera's in the wrong place. Okay, we have to manually load it. Okay, so on our transition rooms, we need to know what rooms we're doing. So we've got the rooms there. So we're going to go edit transition. Okay, when we collide with box B, which is this one, we want to load up box A, or room A. So over here, we'll take and move this along. Load stream level by name. Reference would be better. Can I just get the world soft object reference? I don't think you can promote this to a variable, can you? Oh no, we can. Okay, cool. Compile that. Can I set that? Yeah, okay, we'll have that. Right, get rid of these ones. So just typing it in. A. No, I can't duplicate it. Okay. Do another one again. Room B. Right. So room A goes into there. Load stream level by object reference. Make visible after load. Compile. And that's when we collide with block B. And that's the one we're going through first, isn't it? Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to get rid of the streaming volume on here. We don't need it anymore. Save. Play. No, why is that not working? Should block on load. Sure, it's not even turning it on now. Oh, I haven't set room A. That's why. Okay, so if I go to there, make them editable. Thing is, once we've done it once, it should work then for all other rooms that we do. No other things like that. Are you going to finish saving? Not being a very nice piece of software tonight. Oh dear, there you go. Okay, so now I can choose room A to be room 2, and this one to be room 1. There we go. No. Oh, it's been so slow. Come on. Have a good night. I'll be going to bed soon as well. This clearly isn't going to work before I finish off. It would help if it actually stopped doing this hanging crap and just actually let me control it again. I think it's going to crash again. Okay. Right, so load stream level by object reference. Stream level. Only again one before it finishes has no effect. Yeah, great. No, it's the one we were overlapping, isn't it? Room B. Yeah, it's this one. Let's just see if this is being done. Print string, hello. Save. No. Is it doing it at the start? No, okay, so that's something more fundamentally wrong. We'll just plug that straight in there. Get rid of that, get rid of that. I don't get it. Why is that not calling that? Box B, yeah. We'll do box A as well. Print string that one. What the actual hell? It's set to overlap pawns, isn't it? Yeah. Print string. Okay, what? What the hell? Why is it not? I'm confused. It's overlapping a pawn. It would be fine. That's it's a pawn. The player's a pawn. It should go through. It's overlapping everything. What would stop that from reading that? Oh, you little shit. Fuck's sake. There we go. Right. It wasn't part of the persistent world. It didn't save it when it crashed. Okay, back to here then. Let's get rid of this. Put it back on. Get rid of that. I don't think you should want to block. You just make it visible, I think. Do that. Do that. Play. Oh, it's getting it with that bloody. We'll tell it not to unpossess. We'll just tell it to just do this. Okay, so that works. Okay. Sure. Okay. Right. With the unpossession stuff, we'll just get it to move across. So that's going to load up this one, and then when it's completed, I want it to unload the other one. So room B, we're going to unload stream level, and then that's it. And then on this one up here, we'll put that in there. Oh yeah, I want to put that and back on. And I want to get rid of all this stuff, really. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, so when we go through the first block, box B, we're going to load up room A and unload room B. We want to do the opposite for the other one. So take them up here. Okay, but I don't want to trigger this volume on the other side, otherwise it will just flip-flop back and forth. So I want to take the is transitioning room and set that at the end here. So once I load this, start loading it up, I want to take the is transitioning room, set that to true, and do the same down here. There we go. Set the true, and then I want to make it so that when I leave the volume, no, I want to put another box around it. So another box, box collision, and this one will cover the whole entire thing. So 700, 300, 300. And do that. Okay, and then on this one, we're going to go on end overlap of the whole entire actor. Actor end overlap. We're going to compare that to the player character. And if that is true, we're going to, from here, turn this off. I think that'll do. Hit play. Like that. Now go back. Yeah, cool. But obviously it's not perfect, because if I go halfway through, then back again, I'll die. That's why you want it to take control of the player, make them move to that location. But unpossessing the player is breaking our camera for some reason. So get player controller. And cheers, Dan. Normally you'd unpossess, and then you'd tell it to possess with the AI controller and make that move. But if we can't do it that way, how else can we do it? Because I don't understand. As soon as it does this, the camera changes. So Ved, that's what currently is happening. We do have a separate camera actor, but we don't. That is separate, and it just tells it to follow whatever the player character's doing. The problem is that as soon as I unpossess the player character, for some reason the camera doesn't want to be used anymore. So I don't know. So if I go in here now, it stops moving and the camera goes for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I can just take the spawn default controller. Maybe let's see what happens here. Spawn. Oh wait, no, not that one. We'll just do it from get player character. Spawn default controller. So rather than unpossess it, we just get to tell the AI controller to overthrow it. And then we tell this thing to move AI move to. We'll see what happens. That'll be. I'll leave it like that for now. Oh no, I won't. We'll do just for box B. Yeah, box B. And box B is looking for entrance A1. Yeah. Location. Get world location. Whoa. Get location. There we go. Ved, or add a camera to transition center and have it switch to that camera during the transition. It won't be perfect, but it could work as a temporary solution. So the alternative would be to make it switch to the camera that's in the world, which is what we originally had in mind. Well, the camera didn't go away, but the AI didn't take control. That's because the player control is still controlling it. Because it does move, it's just the camera doesn't want to bloody concentrate. I thought I've done this before and it never broke the camera before. I guess then the camera was part of the actor. Quick Google research. And let's auto manage active camera. Maybe I can turn that off. I don't know if it's in here or not. Auto manage. No, it'll probably be on the controller. If I turn that off. Oh wait, I've got to tell the transition to do its thing. Hold on. Unpossess. Okay, kind of working. Let's just make it so I don't fall off into the world. Transition. We'll make box B. Bring that in a little bit. Box A. Down a little bit. Okay. Okay, well, at least the camera didn't break. I've unpossessed it. Get player controller. Oh, it's unpossessing, okay. Just not doing the rest of it. Oh, pawn. That goes there. No. Just make sure get random point in navigable radius is gonna make sure it finds a navigational bit on that. So we'll do that as 50. Make sure that's not the issue. Yeah, just nowhere near, is it? Get controller. And let's just print string what controller it has. It should have the AI controller, the default one. Yeah, AI controller, yeah. So why is that being annoying? Plug that in there. That should output true. It should find a space on the nav mesh. False. Ah, hold on. That's in the green. Is the nerve mesh in the right place? There you go. The nav mesh was in the wrong level. Cool. Right, that works. Right, we're going to finish this off and then we're going to call it a night because I am tired as hell. Okay, so that works. The issue was the nav mesh was in the wrong place. Nav mesh should be in a persistent level. Compile, save that. So that does that. When it's finished that, we're going to take to reprocess it. So get player controller. I'm going to take it to process the player character that we've got stored here. Process, no, from here, process. On success. Okay, and we're going to do exactly the same for the other one up here. So I'm going to copy pretty much all of this. Copy and paste up here. And player car, we didn't do it over here. Copy that. Okay, player car, entrance A. Okay. Okay, so let's see how this looks. So it takes over like that. I've got control again. Although WAS and D are broken again. Don't know why that's broken. And that's not working either. Did I reconnect it? Box A. Transition room. Nope, everything's the same. Player character. For Pete's sake. Why are you doing this to me? Play. It takes control, goes off. No, it won't do that bit. And the controls are broken. Don't even know how that works. Why is this movement doing it? Get control rotation. Right, I need to tell the rotation not to do that. You want to get. Oh, let's change that so it doesn't do it that way round. We'll just keep it fixed. We'll do 1 here. And then 1 here. It moves that there. It takes control. That's good. Just why not that work? It works that way just fine. It's going back the other way. It works then. Oh, I know why. So on the end overlap, we compare it to the player character. Obviously, we're not possessing the player character at that time. Instead, we want to compare it to the reference we've got to the player car, because the player isn't controlling the character. So that's why. Okay, final test. Goes through, fine. Comes out, fine. Go through, fine. Come out, fine. Sweet. There you go. So it works. Okay, so that all works just fine. So all that's left to do is put like a little ceiling on it, I guess, if you want. Add static mesh. Floor, I guess. This one doesn't have a ceiling, does it? Oh no, what's this? Oh no. Floor. Like so. And where's it gone? Oh, did I accidentally delete it? Nope. Conjugate. Transition. I don't know. I was thinking we can dress up a lot better up top here, but for now this will do just fine. So we've got room A is this side, so we go room A is room 1, room B is room 2. Hit play. Oh. Try it again. Why is that not working now? Oh, is the mesh. There we go. Oh, it's a bit broken, but never mind. Right, there we go. Cool. So yeah, just got to fix the art side of things, but it works. Okay. So we've got a few things more to improve. Let's just build some lighting in here. We've got a few things to fix, improve. We've got test this stuff we could done tonight more fully out and make more elaborate rooms, more connections, bigger rooms, things like that. Try and put in some enemies. We've got enemy code already done. You just need to put it in there and test it with the new rooming setups and make them more interesting. Make combat more interesting. And there's other staples under Zelda we're putting there, like bombable walls, switches, things like that. So yeah, we're gonna test all that out. But here is our level, and it will transition between one and the other. Nice. And then it hides the other level, so it's sort of like the mystery of the dungeon. It pretty much exists. You go through the door, and then it shows the next level, which is quite cool. So the issue we had overcome with the the controller when we unpossessed it, is we were letting the controller control which camera to look through. It was managing it automatically. I turned that setting off on the controller, and I'm guessing it happened because our camera's a separate actor. So if you've got a camera that's a separate actor and you find that issue, if you ever unpossessed a player for whatever reason, like getting them into positions, then you need to tell it to stop doing that, and that's as simple as that. Make sure that the nav mesh and the transition rooms are in the persistent level. That matters very much. And there were the two big major problems we had to overcome there. But it's looking okay. And obviously we can now hide those text fields on the transition here. We don't need to have them here. If you don't want to, you can put it in game. Put it in game. Cool. So the theory behind this is that you can make it a lot more as well. So I could duplicate this level here. So if I duplicate this, room 3, and drag room 3 here, and hide the rest, and take all of this, and move it. I'm going to move it down this way. Probably rotate it as well. Like that. And then we're going to put in a transition. We've got room A and room B. So room A is 02. And this one is 3. Oh, and the nav mesh needs to be a bit longer, obviously. Cover the whole thing. So now we should be able to just do transition between all the rooms. Oh, I just realised the transition I probably put in the wrong room. Wrong, yeah, I did. That's fine. Just click on that. Add it to persistent level. There we go. Now we should be okay. So in I go, out I go, down here. There we go. Go back. So the idea being it'd be a lot easier to get levels added to it as well, because it all just uses pieces, and keep doing this all day. But there you go. We're going to end it there. We've been going for about 2 hours now. I'm exhausted, so I'm going to go get some sleep, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for question time. So if you have any questions about UE4 game development or anything you want to see how it's done, come by on Wednesday at 11 PM BST, and I'll answer your questions there. We do it every Wednesday. Thanks very much for watching. Thank you to all my patrons for their support. Patrons will get access to this live stream straight after the live stream tonight. Everyone else will get in a few weeks' time. Loads more content as per usual every single day of the week. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. I'm off to get some sleep. Good night and goodbye. Bye everyone.